Hi, my name is Nyla, and I am 7 years old. I like my astronomy class, and I am loving it. And I've been learning my planets like the moon and Earth and the Venus, Mercury, and astronomy class is awesome. I've been learning about like Egypt and that stuff. And king and queens and and pyramids and
What do you think thus far of the International Homeschool program?
I believe it's the best investment I could have made for my daughter and for myself as well, because learning astronomy and African heritage, it was needed. It was much needed,
because you can't get into a whiskey bottle without getting past the government seal. You can't open a deck of cards without getting past the government seal. There's a white man who makes the whiskey and then puts you in jail for getting drunk.
Yeah. Good time. And everyone. Blessed love to each and everyone. Give thanks for your presence on a wonderful looking Thursday evening. Yes, you're well in tune to the international flavor, the universal spice. You don't know we glorify Emperor Haile Selassie the First in all good doings and sayings. And of course, you know you're in the tiger's lair. This is the tiger's nest. The Honorable Priest Isaac here with you. This is Radio Anu International. You are listening to the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge website, priestisaacinstitute.com. Definitely giving thanks, and I think we might be streaming to the YouTube at this moment as well. And of course, we're going to have a wonderful program this evening, and the conversation will continue as it relates to the death of the Queen of England and the connection with the black world, and it makes for interesting reasonment. I must say, even for myself, I thought it's something so okay, the Queen is dead, in a sense, big deal, yeah. But the conversation is right with a lot of information and a lot of history and a lot of vibration that those who are ignorant of certain things should know. Believe me, should know. So this evening, we're going to continue that level, a wonderful panel discussion that we have here to bring to you. Yeah, man, you're going to really full joy what you're going to hear. But before we go there, I want to show to you exactly the mystics of the burial of the Queen of England and its relationship to the number 108. You know, I mean, even before from the date, from I heard the date of the burial, because I was saying to myself, let us see if they put her down on the 21st of September, which of course is the equinox. You know, the sun is in the Virgin, Virgo, and all of that. The 21st, 22nd, 23rd, thereabout. And then I heard the date. They said they're going to bury her on the 19th. Right away, it hit me. But I said, the 19th is 108. Now I know some of you may be doing some sort of numerology and some addition. No, not them kind of things there. You know I'm not into, and the 9 plus 1 is 10, and no. I mean, that works sometimes just for the icing, but the mixture of the cake is deep, deep, deep science. Now, the importance of the 108, I will explain that first so you can understand why her being buried under the 108 is significant. Yeah. Yes, family, this is definitely the Tiger's Nest. You must be saying, wow, this sounds like a heavy one this evening. Well, of course, it's always a heavy one. Let me just remind you, if you are not a subscriber to this radio program, all you got to do is to email me, contact me, and say, hey, priest, I want to subscribe to the Tiger's Nest radio program. Remember, this is a program that comes to you every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Caribbean time, right here on Radio Anu. It's not a program you have to pay to listen to, you just come and chime in and you're here. But you see, when you are a subscriber now, you get the program after the program is done and fully sealed up. You're going to get the program. You're going to receive it in your inbox via the email. So every program, you receive a copy of the program. That's what happens when you subscribe. And to subscribe, it is extremely inexpensive in my book. I mean, if you take a year's package, you don't have to worry about missing another edition of the Tiger's Nest again. Not one, two, none. Even if you never tune in again, you can go into your email inbox and all the programs will be there. The year's package is like cents, like 20 something cents per program. I'm very serious, family. So you should be a subscriber to the Tiger's Nest. And remember the initiative we already put out there. Don't forget that you yourself could bring subscribers to the Tiger's Nest. Yeah, and you can make up to $500 a week just for doing that. But I mean, we have done programs explaining that in detail. I won't take too much time with that this evening. Just contact me. You know how to contact us. Just email us, Priest Isaac Institute at gmail.com, or visit the website, which you are already on the website because you're listening to Radio Anu, priestisaacinstitute.com. Email priestisaacinstitute at gmail.com. And let me know if you want to be a subscriber, which you should be, and let us know, if you want to take the subscription on the road and bring in some subscribers specifically, and of course, create some more economical growth within your own coffers. That's what it's all about. Don't you agree? I'm sure you do. Beautiful vibration. All right, wonderful. Now, of course, here in Antigua, the square mileage of Antigua is 108 square miles. Good. And the 108 square miles vibration is very spiritual. Now remember, and those of you who were listening last night, the previous evening, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We took time to explain the 108. I'm going to go into it just quickly as a recap for those who may not have been here previous night, and again, may not have been, are not subscribers. Now, the reason why we had to highlight Antigua is because that discussion, it wasn't about the Queen, it was about Greencastle Hill. And I was showing to the audience the importance of Greencastle Hill by itself, a hill that is being abused, Greencastle Hill by itself, and its connection with the movements of the heavens, the astronomical clock. And especially at a time like now, celebrated festival times in the heavens and connected to the earth. I'm talking about the equinox and the solstices. Countless of megaliths on Greencastle Hill aligning with the movements of the stars. So this is a special, unique hill on the planet, and it is really centered here in Antigua. Good, very good. Now, that just adds to the flavor of Antigua. Already, as I would have showed many of you in my book, Anu, Ancient and Modern. If you do not have a copy of the book, Anu, Ancient and Modern, again, you are already on the website. Just go to the area marked Shop, and there you will see the book, Anu, Ancient and Modern, along with the other books, The Heavens Declare the Glory of God, Rastafari and the Cosmos, and of course the book, The True Biblical Land of Israel. But in the book Anu, I clearly show you the link between Antigua, the island Antigua in the Caribbean, on the northeastern side of the Caribbean island chain, and of course, Heliopolis, which is that city in ancient Kemet, or what they call Egypt, which is on the northeastern section of the River Nile. I even show you the connection with the River Nile and the Caribbean island chain. I show you that both cities, and both the city in Kemet, Heliopolis, and Antigua on the Caribbean island chain, the northeastern section specifically, they're both referred to as the city of the priest. One is the city of the priest, and one is the island of the priest. That's just history. You know the history of Heliopolis. We'll go into the depths of it again. But of course, Heliopolis, by definition, is the city of the sun, while Antigua is referred to as Sun City. Heliopolis symbol, of course, is the sun, while the symbol in Antigua's flag is the sun. And, we go on and on and on. We show you that Heliopolis is Greek, again, city of the sun, but that's not its original name. Its original name is Anu. Okay, Antigua, of course, the port abbreviation is Anu. And what we did previous night in that program, we kind of furnished the discussion with that to bring back the science of the 108 to Antigua. So now when you understand that everything is significant here, because the Vatican in Rome, its land space is 108 as well. But that is acres of land, the Vatican, which is a church city, church state as such. Because Antigua really is a word that means ancient, Antigua, antique. That's where the word antique will come from, Antigua. So Santa Maria de la Antigua is a holy church, ancient church in Spain. So my point is, and of course you can get the book. You should order the book. Go to the website, check the area shop, get the book, Anu, Ancient and Modern, and you will see all the depths of what I'm saying, even in more detail, to highlight the spirit of the land. So to stick on the 108 science now, that's where I want to stick on. It's not really about Antigua or even Greencastle Hill as such this evening, but just to assist in the reasoning here. Now, when we observe this, I'm just going to read again some of what I read previous night to kind of bring this point home. It says here, astronomers, the astronomer, mathematician, and physicist, that's Galileo Galilei, made an interesting statement. He said that the universe is written in mathematical language. He maintained that the mysteries of creation itself could be solved through the numbers and mathematical equations. Mystics of all traditions around the world found that numbers offered more than significant insight. They offered a secret language of awakening, a key to our own intuition and higher aspects of being. Listen to this, family. Yogis found the number 108 to be such a key. Here, yogis, if you're a yogi, yogis found the number 108 to be such a key. The number 108 has been a highly revered number for thousands of years. Coveted by many spiritual traditions and ascribed special significance in meditation and prayer. Please listen, family. So 108 is revered and is very important when it comes to meditation and prayer, spiritual vibration. Consider it to be the most auspicious number of all. 108 also happens to be the number of stitches on a baseball. Very good. Now, in yoga, as I said yesterday, it sounds funny, but it's not a joke. In yoga, the number 108 refers to spiritual completion. So 108 has to do with spiritual completion. Listen to me good, that's the reason why malas used for japa, which is silent repetition of a mantra, are composed of 108 beads. You following? Good. With an additional meru bead, which when reached prompts the practitioner to count the malas beads in reverse order. So really what's happening is just the cycle of 108 coming again. And then it says now, pranayama cycles are often repeated in 108 cycles, and even sun salutations are often completed in 9 rounds of 12 postures, which when multiplied adds up to 108. Ancient yogis believe that we can attune ourselves to the rhythms of creation by completing practices in rounds of this very same sacred number, which is 108. Good. Then it speaks of the Fibonacci series of numbers, according to mathematician Leonardo Fibonacci. He was born in 1170 AD. It is he who you get the sequence of numbers called the Fibonacci sequence of numbers. And it is said that the 24, we can't go to the fullness of that, but as I said, we went into it last night. And remember, when we spoke of the 24 digits of the sequence of numbers, the important 24, they add up to 108 as well. So the 108 is seen in so many different things, in different mystic traditions. Of course, when you go to Angkor Wat and Angkor Thom, going into one of those main temples, they have the churning of the milk, the sea of milk. And that is like a mythology of the 54 so-called demons and the 54 angels holding the snake, the whole feathered snake Negus concept. And they're pulling the snake almost like a tug of war, but it's considered churning the snake. And that has to do with creation. And if you notice, that's 54 and 54, 108. It's really 108, which is considered that significant number, or somewhat like the number of creation itself. And then when you read now, there's so many different things. It says that Sri Yantra, under Sri Yantra, there are points where 3 lines intersect. And there are 54 such intersections. Each intersection has masculine and feminine qualities, of course, which represents Shiva and Shakti. 54 times 2 equals 108. So thus, there are 108 points that define the Sri Yantra as well as the human body. So this is just a natural thing with the 108. In Buddhism, it's amongst the tenets that there are exactly 108 types of defilement, no more, no less. You understand? This could be the reason a bell is usually chimed exactly 108 times in Japanese Buddhist temples to mark the end of an old year and to usher in the new year. In Buddhism also, it is also believed that the road to nirvana is laden with exactly 108 temptations. So every Buddhist have to overcome 108 earthly temptations to achieve nirvana. In addition, the ring of prayer beads worn around the waist of Zen priests, usually made up of 108 beads. And we can go on and on, all their holy writings in Tibet, as much as it is have been divided into exactly 108 sacred books. In Tibetan Buddhism also, they believe that there are 108 sins and 108 delusions of the mind. And some of these sins, delusions, and blasphemy and anger, etc. And there's so many things, 108 significance in astrology. And it says that there are 12 zodiacs, 9 planets, 9 times 12, 108. And there are 28 lunar mansions, and they're divided into 4 quarters. Of course, that's 108 again when you do the maths. Just hold with me, brothers and sisters. We're coming home now. There's so many things I could say about the 108. This says here, furthermore, and just for clarity again, I'm reading from Himalayan Yoga Institute.com, but this information is all over, really. Furthermore, the number 108 has significance with regards to the distance between the earth and the moon and between the earth and the sun. So by now you should see that 108 is extremely significant. By now. It says here, the distance between the moon and the earth is 108 times the diameter of the moon. I want you to hear this good. The distance between the moon and the earth is 108 times the diameter of the very same moon. Wow. This is science now, not just a religion or some belief where you can put 108 beads on a string. But they know why they do that, because these people are in tune with nature. The creational numbers, the points on the body, 108. The distance between Earth and Moon and diameter of the Moon, 108 times. Hear this now. Listen to this. But only once a month. But only once a month. Because the moon's orbit around the earth is not a perfect circle, as we all know. That's why you have big moon and super moon and this kind of stuff. But it is an ellipse. You get that? Now, I want you to listen to me, good family. Similarly, the distance between the earth and the sun is 108 times the diameter of the sun. Can you believe that? So the diameter of the moon, the distance between the earth and the moon is 108 times the diameter of the moon. So whatever the diameter of the moon is, you count that 108 times. That's where the moon is from the earth. But because of the ellipse of the moon, it goes and comes and goes and comes. So that happens once a month. There are people that watch this for that specific one time a month, because obviously there must be a burst of energy, power that connects the moon to the earth on that one time a month. You follow this? Good. You astrologers and those who like to follow your signs should be listening keenly to this. Similarly, the distance between the earth and the sun is 108 times the diameter of the sun. Okay. But listen, Earth's orbit around the sun is, however, also an ellipse. Okay. So that means, and I'm not reading this, I'm saying this before I read on. That means, just like the moon is 108, its diameter, the distance between the moon and the earth is 108 times its diameter, the moon's diameter once a month. That means the distance between the earth and the sun is 108 diameter, 108 times, pardon me, the diameter of the sun. So whatever the diameter of the sun is, the distance between the sun and the earth is 108 times that. But because the earth orbit around the sun is not a perfect circle, there's this ellipse. It is not something that is constant. There's a specific date in the year. There's a specific date in the year where the distance from the earth to the sun is 108 times the diameter of the sun. It's not so every day, just on a specific day. You have the sun's distance from the earth being 108 times that of the sun's diameter. That day is the 19th day of September. This is astronomy we're talking here. No make-believe. No, I think so. No religion. On the 19th day of September, so in other words, when they were burying the Queen of England, the second Elizabeth, the distance from planet Earth to the sun was 108 times the diameter of the sun. It wasn't so the day after, or the day after, or today, nor tomorrow, or last week. So the funeral planners, I am sure, they had some ideas. You got to keep in mind that these individuals run off of these levels here. Remember, Ronald Reagan had to have his astrologer come and give him the reading every day on command of his wife, Nancy Reagan. Even down to when some of their children and grandchildren are born, comets passing through the heavens, the stars align. You see, you go and check to see where the star was when you were born. They make sure their people born when the star in the place where they want the star. From conception to birth to death, even down to when you die and when they report you're dead, they have all sort of scientific reasoning why they move like this. The time they put you down, everything is well organized. We're dealing with Freemasons here. The great architect, the alignment of the pyramids, and Sirius A and Sirius B, and all sorts of mysteries. So a person like your humble servant, I am not going to take it per chance and act as if it's just a coincidence that they buried. You know who they buried? You know who that is? The face of colonialism and slavery was buried on the 19th of September when the sun was exactly 108 times its diameter in relation to its distance from planet Earth. Now, if you're just joining this program, you may say, so what on earth does that mean? Well, number one, you should be a subscriber, because what you missed would have explained to you what that means. Everything is hidden science, hidden codes. Yeah. So family, give thanks. As I said, this is the tiger's nest. And again, those who are just coming in, make sure you subscribe. So then you will never miss another episode of this program again. Yeah. And of course, family, as I said, remember the 3rd of November. Keep this in mind, eh? Keep the 3rd of November in mind. You know what's going to happen that day. Oh yeah, we're looking first of all for the release of a Pedimec. A Pedimec, the Menelec. Yeah, the second, the Lion of Judah hath prevailed. A Pedimec. You need to look out for that. We intend to have a live showing, and of course the documentary will be available for sale. This is our 4th full-length video documentary, a Pedimec. I'm talking about, again, the lion, the conquering lion, pardon me, hath prevailed. Beautiful. And remember, the same 3rd of November, you listening to this, family? The same 3rd of November is Patreon's Day. So you know that's the day we celebrate the launching of Radio Anu, the resurrection. Yeah, because you know, radio, anyway, we'll get to that at some other time. But the 3rd of November, that is going to be a full day on Radio Anu. That is the day when our patrons, we definitely give back. And of course, you yourself, you will continue to give on that day specifically. That is the day we encourage entrepreneurship and black business, and we intend to have many guests and visitors coming through on that day. Lectures and interviews and 1 or 2 reasonings, a couple debates. throughout that whole day. Throughout that whole day, I'm going to give you a list, a lineup of all the people coming through very soon. So you're going to see exactly what we are dealing with. So make sure you're in the house, my family. Beautiful vibes, beautiful vibes. Hey, remember, we still have the International Homeschool program. The special is still going on, and the special is soon coming to an end. So those who did not take advantage of the special offer for the International Homeschool Program for your young ones, biology, and of course African history and heritage and astronomy, and even the language arts, yoga, and all that we offer here at the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge, my family, the offer is coming to an end very soon. Make sure you invest in the International Homeschool Program. Very good. Give thanks, family. We're going straight into that panel discussion now, as it relates to how, Queen Elizabeth and, of course, the relationship with the black world. Not fire gun bun tonight, yeah? Those of you on the different social media, of course, the social media aspect the streaming will come to an end very, very soon. But of course, you just press the link. If it's YouTube, you don't know the link is in the description below the video, and join us on Radio Anu, so you could have a wonderful sitting this evening and listen to this discussion here as it relates to, the British monarchy, and specifically the one that just died, in relationship to the black people of the world now. The discussion continues. This is the Tiger's Nest. This is Radio Anu International. The international flavor, the universal spice. Give thanks. Where are the striped gods? Give thanks, family. Rastafari, as we continue. Don't go anywhere. And keep in mind that this is the 108th year of the Honorable King Emmanuel amongst us. Everything is in alignment. 108 Anu, give thanks. This is the year of the tiger. You better believe it.